Okay, one of our first jobs today is going to be moving some of these baby angels out into a bigger tank. As you can see, there's a few different sizes going on here. They're all from the same spawn, but obviously some just grow faster than others, some get a bit better amount of food. So we're going to move the bigger ones out into a bigger tank, and that's going to allow these smaller ones to start growing up a bit quicker. So I think there's about 25 to 30 that I'm going to move out of here. It's going to leave, I think, around about 40 or 50 left over. So not the biggest spawn of angels, but for the first time I've done it for a while, not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it. So I actually forgot how much I enjoy watching baby angelfish grow up. So it's been quite a while since it's been about a year since I've done angelfish. So watching them grow up has been quite enjoyable. So we're going to try and move some of these angels out. That's going to alleviate the strain on the tank waste a bit and allow those babies to grow up. And then we're going to have to probably eventually move all the angels out of here and just leave it with the bristle nose, because these guys are just chowing away. They need more food, but I can't risk putting heaps and heaps and heaps of food in there, because you're going to end up crashing the system, and we definitely do not want to crash the system with all these little baby angels in here. So that's the first job today, moving some of these out and putting them into a bigger tank. Also, since I'm over here, next door we have this beautiful pair of angels. I have removed every other fish out of this tank. So I've just fed them some frozen bloodworms. I haven't eaten at all. I will in a sec. But I'm really wanting these two to lay a spawn of eggs for me. So this male here is Elmo Jr. Absolute beautiful red koi angel. Not a pure red koi angel, like I said, crossed with like a black / marble angel. But we're hoping to breed that out of them and trying to get their babies to all be baby koi. So that has been this week's challenge, trying to get these two to breed. They did breed last week for me. They laid a decent little cluster of eggs. I thought I'd wait and I'll come back in. I went and had some dinner. I'd only been out of the fish room for 45 minutes, and when I came back, there was no eggs left on the slate. So I was a little bit disappointed, because I was really trying to hope, to save the eggs, and I didn't think in 45 minutes they'd all be gone. But I had 2 longfin albino bristlenose in here and 3 panda cories, and I suspect maybe, I didn't see it happen, maybe either these parents ate the eggs, or my suspicion is the longfin bristlenose came and had a bit of a sneaky caviar snack on the eggs. So we've moved all of them out, and we've just got these 2 in here just to try and hope to get another spawn out of them, and with any luck I will get them to lay their eggs on the back of the slate there, and this time I'll be around, there'll be no other fish in there, and with any luck I can pull that slate and we'll have a pretty big spawn, hopefully, of red koi / marbled angels again. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to try and take some of these bigger baby angels out of this tank and put them over down the bottom there on the right hand side. So I've taken a couple out already just to make sure, and I'll show you guys the net I'm using. Small little shrimp net, and basically I'm just going to go in as best I can. You can see this one in the front here is a nice little koi angel. It's really kind of hard because there's so many in here that you got to really try, but they're not running away from the net. As you can see, they're actually almost swimming in the net, so they're not worried about the net whatsoever. But yeah, we're just going to go in here, and something like that in the difference. This one here you want to leave in here, but then the one above it here, this one we're going to try and get. It's going to be a little bit hard. One hand holding the phone camera and one hand trying to catch these. Okay, so we've got one in there, that's okay. I'm going to take him over. Now, temperature, water-wise, they're all the same as this tank that I'm going to here. Sorry for the flicker. I'm going to come down here to stop that flicker. And you can see it's going to let him go join his little buddies over there. And then we have 4 baby angels in the big tank with my L015 plecos. They're harmless, they're not going to cause a problem. And my broodstock of Sturbe Corridoras. So they're going to come out of here pretty soon as well. But yeah, both these species of fish, pretty harmless. This is a big tank, so as you can see, the angels look tiny in this tank. And yeah, we'll just keep going. Okay, it's been a little bit later. We finally got 25 bigger baby angelfish into a bigger tank. They have settled in well. They're going to still get some baby brine shrimp, but they're also going to get pretty heavily fed with some dry foods as well, some flake and some micro pellets. And that's just really going to put some size on them. But yeah, also going to still be feeding baby brine shrimp twice a day. And yeah, this will be a nice amount where it doesn't, just dump a whole heap of angelfish into my local fish shop at once. Because, if you dump like 80 to 100 angelfish in the fish shop at once, don't expect to try and, unless they're like selling a lot of angelfish, don't expect next month when you come in, or a couple of weeks time when you come in to unload more, don't expect him to have sold all of them. But yeah, 25, lots of 25, good number. These will grow out fast, and hopefully within a couple of weeks, well, maybe about a month, these will be ready for my local fish shop. All right, I have been going crazy with these guys. I am determined to get these guys to breed. And, well, I should say both species of fish in this tank. Plowing down on zucchini are the L397 plecos. Trying to really fatten them up. Been doing lots of water changes. The tank's a bit of a mess because I had a big massive slice of zucchini on this fork last night, and I've come in this morning, and as you can see, they have been busy all night chowing down. And then we've really been trying to get these blue angels to spawn, but I think I know what the problem is I've watched the female, and it's almost going to do it on camera here. She is ready to go. She is absolutely ready. She keeps going over to the slate. She keeps showing the male, signs that she's ready. He is very submissive. He does not seem to catch on, as you can see here. And I think, honestly, this is the problem. I think I've just got a really bad pair of blue angels. And this is kind of my own doing, because I did have another pair of angels that spawned this beautiful pair that we see in front of us here. I sold all their brothers and sisters. I only had like 15 or 16, and I only kept 2 because I thought these 2 were a pair. And what I should have done is actually kept all 15 and let them pair up naturally, and I wouldn't be having this problem that I'm having now. But I'm pretty sure this is why I'm not getting blue angelfish to spawn. She is well and truly wanting to, and he is just being a bit of a useless male. You can see he's not happy, and she is just, ready to go. This tank is my new little project. These are baby Bosmani rainbow fish. I've pulled them out of the smaller tank, out of the green water tanks, because they're pretty much big enough now to go into this next size up. And we've got a lot of super red bristlenose as well. So this tank, I think I counted about 45 in here, as well as about 25 Bosmani rainbow fish babies. So this tank, again, is going to get a bit crowded. All my tanks are crowded. I'm having to keep up with the water changes. I've kind of just run out of room in the fish room itself. I need more tanks, but I don't want to get more tanks because more tanks means more work, and it's just a cycle. So at the moment we're playing sort of musical tanks with fish and trying to just move as many fish into tanks as possible without crashing systems and all that, as well as continuing to get other fish to spawn and stuff as well like that. So fish room is just going off at the moment. Is really, really fun, but a little bit stressful with trying to figure out where all these fish are gonna go. So word of advice, make sure you have enough tanks ready before you start breeding fish. Otherwise you'll end up with this problem where you end up with just so many tanks filled with baby fish and you just have no space left to grow out fish. So that can really hinder you if you're breeding fish for profit or anything like that. You end up outgrowing your own self. So don't do that, but just thought, little update. Super red bristlenose in this tank, as well as some beautiful little baby Bosmani rainbow fish growing up well. Right, so I've been a little bit busy this week in the fish room because I had to make some space. I had to. So we had a bit of an accident with the blue rams. The other male, backup male that I showed you guys like almost 2 weeks ago, he passed away as well, so that was not good news. So now I'm kind of left with 2 really nice looking female rams, and they have no male ram to spawn with. So move them out of these smaller tanks, put them down in my Bosmani, my rainbow fish tank that I showed you guys. I'll show you guys in a sec as well. They're doing okay, but yeah, had to make space, and in doing so was able to free up this tank, move the longfin pandas in here, the longfin panda corridors, you can see at the back, but more importantly was able to start getting some of these baby platies out of the tank next door. So this is the brood stock. I left a couple of babies in here, the bigger ones, just to join the brood stock. I think I got like 2 females and 1 male that I kept, and then the rest over here are just the smaller babies. So they've just had some baby brine shrimp, but as you can see, some little albino bristlenose, just the normal ones, not the longfin ones, just sort of keeping them for myself. There was only like 3 or 4 in the last batch of common bristlenose I spawned, so I just sort of thought, well, I'll keep them myself. And yeah, some baby platies growing up well, so they're going to grow a lot faster now. They're in a tank of their own, well, almost a tank of their own. They're not going to be competing with these big adults for the food. So got a couple of rogue super red bristlenose in here as well, just keeping the place clean. Other than that, this is just basically going to be, these 2 tanks are going to try and dedicate them while it's still a bit cold outside in the winter here. We're going to try and just dedicate these 2 tanks to breeding high fin platies. So just a quick little update on them. Okay, so good news is I've been talking to my local fish shop owner today, and I can bring some of, well, all of these male red tuxedo guppies into his shop. So I'm going to take some of them in, well, all of these ones that you see here in this tank, and then I've just got some normal guppies as well that I'm just going to offload to them, mainly just because I need to free up space. And then I'm also going to try and give him 50 red cherry shrimp. So I haven't really mentioned this before, but I also do red cherry shrimp. I haven't shown them in a video before, but I just thought I'd might show them off quickly here up on the screen now. And I'm going off to my local fish shop to sell some fish and some shrimp. So exciting, but yeah, just thought I'd give you guys a bit of an update on that as well. Alright, so I have successfully caught all the male red tuxedo guppies. So there is 17 in here. I'm only going to charge my local fish shop for 15. I usually always throw in a couple of extra fish for free just in case they lose any, just so they don't lose any of their margins. But we've got 17 male red tuxedo guppies in here. You can't really see it in the bag, but I'll try and zoom in a bit. You can see, looking from like the top down, they're still a really nice fish. So if you had like ponds, these would go really, really well in ponds, just because you get that nice little red head on them that you can see from above. But also a really nice guppy just for your standard like aquarium, like community tank or planted aquarium. Just a really nice variation of guppy. So I'll keep bagging up the other ones, but I just thought I'd show you that, yeah, red tuxedo guppies in the bag, ready to be sold. Alrighty, so we've got everything bagged up, and I'm just going to show you guys. This is like a first time for me, actually like sending a big heap of shrimp. So we've got, it's kind of hard to see in the bag, got about 75 red cherries in here. Maybe if I get underneath, as you can see, there is a lot of red cherry shrimp in here, and they're going to go into my local fish shop as well. So I haven't ever like really done shrimp on like a big scale like this before. So I've been told that you got to put something in there, like a piece of like plant, or preferably like a little bit of like mesh or something, to give them a bit of something to hold on to. They get a bit of stressed out in transport. So if you give them something to cling on to, apparently they do a lot better in transport. So that's what is in there at the moment. But yeah, pretty sure there's about 75 in here. There's probably actually a bit more. I sort of lost count. Not the easiest things to catch, but we've eventually got there, and now I am on my way to my local fish shop. Okay, back from the fish shop. Already got straight back into it. This was the tank that those male red tuxedo guppies were in. I've now taken a fry tray of normal bristlenose out, put them in here, and I've got like a pretty sort of low spawn of baby rice fish. So I think there's only like 9 or 10 out of the spawn, which is pretty low. But I thought I'll grow them up, move them out of their small tank, put them into this tank, and now that's just freed up 2 more small tanks, so I can start putting another spawning mop of maybe rainbows in, or another batch of rice fish, but it's just opened up a couple of smaller tanks for hatching fish, or hatching fish eggs, I should say. So even if one of these pairs of angels spawn, you know, within the next couple of days, I'm predicting, I will have a small tank ready to hatch out their eggs off the slate. So all good news, and hopefully we'll just have more baby fish to keep growing out. But yeah, just keep moving as many fish into tanks as I can. And once one fish gets sold, another fish takes its place. So very exciting times in the fish room. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from more of you guys. And I'm gonna start doing a few different types of videos as well. So gonna do a few how-to videos and whatnot, but sort of let me know in the comments what you think. And with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And with that, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.